The first inning results tonight might have given Oakland fans pause for doubt because it was a little bit of that, the same old stuff again. When Kotze opened the ballgame with a double and wound up at third base. When the inning ended, neither Burns nor Kendall nor Chavez could do anything about getting him home, and the A's settled for nothing. Meantime, Blanton got in a bit of trouble in the first inning, mostly because of an error by Ginter on Vizquel's ground ball that came with 1 out. With 2 out, Vizquel was at second base, Moises Alou at the plate, and it looked like the Giants were going to take the first lead. Blanton's pitch. Swung on, drills the left, base hit, played by Burns on 1 hop. Here comes the throw to the plate, trying to score as Vizquel will slide the tag. Out at the plate, and the inning is over. Vizquel never hesitated rounding third, even though the ball was hit in front of him to left field. And Burns came up and made a perfect throw. Kendall applied the tag. The Giants come up empty, and after 1, it is 0-0. In the Giants half of the second inning, in the A's half of the second inning, Reeder got himself in trouble, yielding singles to Kelty and Hatterberg. And by the way, Kelty had a 4-hit night along with an intentional walk, a perfect night, as he continues his rise high up over the 300 mark now. Anyway, after those 2 base hits, Reeder lost control. He gave up a base on balls to Ginter, and suddenly Reeder, who doesn't do that as a rule, found himself even behind Mark Scutaro. Now he sets. 3-1. Ball 4 low. He walks in a run, and the A's get the first lead of the game here in the second inning. Reeder stares down toward the plate for a moment at Randy Marsh, the plate umpire. So an RBI for Scutaro, and the pitcher, Joe Blanton, will be the batter. As Ray mentioned in the pregame period, he has not swung a bat for real since he was in high school 7 years ago. He managed to put the ball in play, and maybe that turned out to be the worst thing.
If Joe makes contact here, there's a pretty good chance the A's will at least score another run.
Infield double play deep up the middle and playing their normal depth at first and third. There's a ground ball, 1 hopper. Reeder to the plate for 1. Matheny to first, double play. The comebacker, perfect for what Reeder needed in that tight situation. 1, 2, 3.
That's the only place he couldn't hit it, Bill. Actually hit the ball pretty well. It was a good play by Reeder.
And then Kotze grounded out, and the A's had to settle for just 1. The Giants, in the third inning, felt the sting of good defense by the Athletics after Reeder bunted his way on, singling to start the inning, and up top of the order, the 345 hitting Jason Ellison hit one that looked pretty good from the Giants' standpoint.
He's at the belt. His 2-2 to Ellison is lined to right field. Kelty coming on, reaching down, goes into a slide and makes the catch, throws back to first, and they double up Reeder. And that quickly 2 away. A sinking line drive to right field, hit by Ellison, and Bobby Kelty just back in the lineup today, and reaching down, going into a slide, taking the ball right off the grass, and popping up quickly and firing to first to Hatterberg as Reeder couldn't get back.
Kelty's double to left field, his second hit of the night, opened the fourth inning. This time the A's got it right with the leadoff double. Perfect execution. Hatterberg worked the ground ball out to the right side. Kelty to third base, and Ginter at the plate.
3-2, 1 out, runner at third. 1-0 A's fourth inning, and Reeder's pitch is swung on and driven to right. Should score the run. Alou is there to make the catch. Kelty tags at third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. Kelty scores standing up on a sac fly by Keith Ginter, and it's 2-0 Athletics.
Blanton appeared to be taking care of that lead okay. Got 2 quick outs in the fourth inning, and strangely had 2 strikes on Feliz, and then he wild pitched one to the backstop. Of course, it doesn't go in the scorebook as a wild pitch. There wasn't anybody on. But from that time on, something happened to his command. He went 3-2. He walked Feliz. He walked Alfonso on 4 pitches. On a 3-1 pitch. He walked Matheny on 4 pitches, and suddenly the bases were loaded. The only salvation was the pitcher was up, and Reeder obliged by hitting into a force out and keeping the A's in front by a score of 2-0. But the fifth inning wouldn't go so smoothly for Blanton. After he got the first out, once again, command problems. 4 wide ones to Vizquel. With 2 out, Vizquel was at second base, and all Blanton needed was another out to keep the lead and get through 5 innings. But the veteran Alou stood in his way. Here's the 1-1. Alou hits a high drive, center field. Going back deep is Kutche. He's still going. He's at the wall. Gone! Alou has tied the game with a good center field home run, clearing the 399 mark. And here in the 5th inning, we have a new contest, even at 2-2. And then after Durham got a base hit, still 2 out, remember, it was Blanton contributing to his own problems. He made a bad pickoff throw to first, allowing Durham to go to second. He wild pitched him to third, all the while Feliz was at the plate. Finally, Feliz got a chance to swing the bat. Ground ball to his left, off Scudero's glove, into center field. Giants lead as Durham scores. 3-2, San Francisco. And that's a play that Scudero makes more often than not. It wasn't absolutely routine.
As Scudero's walking back to shortstop, Bill, his head is down, a sign that I think he thought he should have made the play on the ball.
And that's going to send Joe Blanton to the showers. As the Giants have scored 3, the A's defense once again showing leaks. And that was the end of the line. Yabu came in, gave up an Alfonso hit, and the Giants had runners at first and third looking for more. Yabu then bowed his neck and struck out Matheny, ending the inning with the A's trailing by a score of 3-2. But the A's tonight were executing in situations that they haven't consistently this year. In the 6th inning against Reeder, Chavez and Kelty opened with singles, putting runners at the corners. Hatterberg drew a base on balls. Nobody out, bases full, and Ginter up. Already had a sacrifice fly. He sets, delivers. Ginter hits a high fly, right center field. That'll be enough to score the tying run. Chavez tagging up. Alou makes the catch. The throw will be to third base. Chavez scoring, standing up. And now they've got a run down and a tag out at first base as Hatterberg is out. The throw hit the cutoff man, Vizquel. And then he threw to first and got Hatterberg trying to get back. Meantime, tagging up at second and going to third was Kelty as Chavez was scoring. So the A's lose an important base runner. Durham was covering first and made the tag. So that was a costly blunder. They walked Scudero with the pitcher coming up next, and Yabu batted for himself, fouled off several pitches, had a pretty good at bat, but flied out to center field. However, the A's had come back to knot things up at 3-3. The 7th inning was pivotal tonight for the Athletics. Reeder started the inning getting the first out, faced Burns, who singled. And then Scott Munter, the young right-handed sinker baller, came in to face right-handed batting Kendall. He got the ground ball okay, but Alfonso's throw from third was wide at first, and runners were suddenly at first and second. And then use them if you have them was the attitude of Felipe Alou with his bullpen. He went to the left-hander Christensen, the veteran, to face Eric Chavez, who got the count to 2-2.
And the 2-2 is swung on, hit up the middle, back a second into center field for a base hit. Burns around third to score easily. Kendall's going to third. The throw is offline. He is safe at third. Down to second goes Chavez, and the A's have taken a 4-3 lead.
And with the runners at second and third, Kelty was given a free pass. He had gone 3 for 3 up to that point. Hatterberg now matched up against Christensen in another duel of lefties.
And here's the 1-2 pitch to Hatterberg. Swung on in a fly ball to center. Ellison going back. That'll score the run. He's back there to make the catch. Kendall tags at third to score. The runners hold at first and second. A sac fly to center by Hatterberg. 5-3 Athletics.
Well, there's another pitcher ready, the veteran, reliable, frequently used Jim Brower. He came on to see if he could get Ginter and keep the ball game close. He threw him a strike. He threw him another one, in fact.
So in this inning, Reeder faced 2 batters, Mutter faced 1, Christensen faced 3, and now Brower is facing Ginter. Matheny sets up inside. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's ripped to left field, way back. Feliz is going to watch, and it is gone. A 3-run shot to left field by Keith Ginter, and the A's have broken it open. It is 8-3 Athletics. That ball just shot out of here. Keith Ginter with his 3rd home run this year. Got a fastball down the middle, just above the knee.
In the 7th inning, Abu walked the second man up, Durham. With 2 out, Alfonso singled to left after Durham was at second base. So that's what this meant.
2-0 pitch to Alfonso. As a line drive left field, sinking, and Burns diving, and to the backhand side knocks it down. Can't hold on, and so scoring from second is Durham on a sinking line drive single to left by Alfonso, and now it's 8-4 Athletics. And Burns almost made another spectacular catch.
That was Alfonso's 3rd hit, and it was the last Giant safety of the night. Sarlos, normally a starter, came on to get the final out of the inning. Sarlos retired the side in order in the 8th. He had 3 ground balls and a strikeout with the 4 men he faced. And then Houston Street came on to try to nail it down in the 9th inning, striking out Snow, grounding out Alou. Briefly, a pause while he walked Durham, but then faced Feliz. Ball 2, strike 1, the pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field, fairly deep. Thomas over, under it. He has it. And the A's have taken the first game of the 3-game weekend series at SBC Park. They have won back-to-back games for the first time since April 30th and May 1st, as the Athletics triumph tonight. A 5-run 7th inning carries them to the final score, A's 8 and the Giants 4. And we'll hear what Bobby Kelty has to say about this one tonight. Kelty came in with a 6-game hitting streak, which he extended, and he also came in batting .333 in the last 19 games and left the park this evening with 4 hits and an intentional walk.